Jason, you've seen John Thompson this morning and subsequently Martin Riley and Richie Sutton following last night's match. How are they?
Richie Sutton's in a lot of pain, little discomfort obviously with his shoulder. It was difficult for him to get to sleep last night. He had a partial separation in his shoulder. Shouldn't see him out for too long. Just obviously just got to make sure he doesn't do anything untowards whilst he's supposed to be resting it. And then he should be maybe 2-3 weeks out. Obviously we'll keep everyone posted on that one. Martin Riley, nasty cut to his forehead. Anyone that went to the game last night would have seen that. He needed, several internal stitches and 8 external stitches. He's had a follow-up appointment this morning, just obviously check the concussion and make sure that the stitches have held, and he's been given the all clear now. So I think it's too early. It's in quite a crucial spot for a central defender to head the ball. So we're going to have to rule him out of Saturday's game because the wound will just rip straight open again. So
you're talking about Chasetown there?
Yes, that's the Chasetown game obviously on Saturday. So yeah, he's unavailable for that one, as is Suts.
And John Thompson?
John Thompson, yeah, he had the most pampering last night, and lots of looking after in the hospital. He had 3 cuts obviously to his nose, one on the bridge which was heavily stitched, and missing chunk of skin out the nose, which obviously will leave a heavy scar, obviously because that's probably still at Ilkeston on the advertising boarding still. But the big worry was obviously right at the front of the nose. Actually opened up the nostril itself. So the young doctor which stitched him last night, we lost count when we got to 40 stitches, and it's an horrific sight. And this morning he's just all swollen, and there's no definition between his eyebrows and his actual nose. He's just got a flat face.
When could he be back?
Well, obviously he's broken his nose as well. They usually wait 10 to 12 days for the swelling to settle before actually going in and trying to reset the nose, if you like. So, we're looking at maybe 4 to 6 weeks with him being out, depending on obviously how quickly we can get him operated on and get his nose looked at.
It looks like at this stage then that Sutton and Thompson will definitely miss the start of the season. What about Riley? Could he make it?
Yeah, definitely. Riles will start. He'll be available for the Bath game. Definitely. I've told him he's probably going to have to go and get a Michael Jordan headband or something just to protect it in that game and in training, definitely. But whether he goes for an headband or not is his choice.
It was a pretty unprecedented friendly match, from what I gather. How are the lads themselves? They must be pretty upset, if not angry.
Yeah, I mean, obviously speaking to the lads this morning in the gym, there's a lot of obviously anger directed, obviously primarily at the player. Secondly, obviously at the manager for not doing anything after the 2 instances regarding Suts and Riles.
You're referring to the Ilkeston manager there?
Yes. And then obviously the third, a lot of lads are saying, should he really have been on the park after the Martin Riley challenge? I personally didn't see it. I was obviously concentrating on Richie Sutton at the time. And by the time I'd got onto the pitch, he was, heavily covered in blood. So it was a clean, deep cut, straight to the skull. And obviously the lads are saying, he should have gone at that point, but the referee, the manager didn't, do anything about it, and he unfortunately was still on the field of play to do what he did to Tomo.
Ilkeston have suspended the player involved, Ricketts. Are you in a position to say whether we as a club are taking any action? Are you in a position to say?
No, I'm not in a position. Obviously, I think obviously the manager and the board, will ultimately make that decision. We've documented everything. We've got before and after photographs of the wounds before they were treated and dressed. So we've done everything that we can possibly do. We've just obviously now got to try and get hold of the video of the game.
Well, as we said before we went on air, Ilkeston are refusing to release the match DVD, so that may not go in our favour.
Well, I think pure and simply that fact alone, if they're refusing to obviously let that video out, then
At this stage they are, until their chairman sees it. That's what they've said this afternoon to me.
That for me, that obviously speaks volumes in the fact that, you know, there is some nasty scenes on there that they don't want to get out. If they didn't have anything to hide, then, you know, they would have let that out.
It'll be a busy few weeks for you, won't it?
Oh yeah. I was under the cosh already, obviously with Rhys Day, trying to get him ready, and Paul Boland. So yeah, I was under the cosh beforehand. You know, it's just a little bit more pressure now, but I think Paul Boland will come back in time for the start. Rhys Day maybe a week into the season, and other than that, everyone's there or thereabouts.
Jason, thank you.
Thank you.